Welcome to my show tonight. I'm so glad you all decided to come out and laugh with me. So, what do you guys think of 2020 so far? Yeah, it's been quite a year. But hey, it hasn't been all bad. We've managed to stay safe and healthy throughout the pandemic. Now, one thing that really gets my goat is how people immediately jump to conclusions. For example, when I told my mom I was a comedian, she assumed I didn't have a real job. Anyway, let's get back to the jokes. What do ducks have in common with phones? They both have quackers.
So Larry, I heard you got a new job. What kind of job is it?
Well, it's actually quite unique. I'm a street performer now and I make balloon animals for kids.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. How long have you been doing it?
I started this past week and already I've been getting some pretty good crowds. Everyone seems to love my balloon animals. I'm hoping I can make a living off of this.
Sounds like you really enjoy it. Good luck.
Thanks! I'm hoping to do a bit of traveling with it too, so who knows where this could take me. I'm excited to find out. Of course, but I prefer to take it a step further and say that the limits are only in our imagination.
Wow, that's really inspiring. So what made you think of that? Something tells me there's a story behind it.
Well, it's not the most exciting story, but here it goes. When I was a kid, my parents always encouraged me to think outside the box and explore possibilities that seemed impossible. They told me that if I tried hard enough, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. That resonated with me, and now I carry it with me wherever I go. It's amazing that something so simple can still have such a deep impact on my life. What about you? Any stories like mine?
Oh my gosh, I just had the craziest dream.
What did you dream about?
Yeah, I want to hear this one.
Well, I was walking down the street and this giant mouse chased me.
That's wild.
Where was the giant mouse taking you? To cheese heaven?
I wish. No, it was taking me to my job interview.
That's even crazier. What was the job?
It was for a professional windsurfer.
Professional windsurfer. What a dream. Hey Yvonne, did you hear the latest news?
What?
There's a new type of capsule that you can take to develop superpowers. I heard it actually works.
Yeah, right, like I'd ever believe that. but you should definitely try it if you want superpowers. So, what kind of superpowers do you think you'd like to have? Flying sounds pretty cool, but I'm more interested in super strength.
Well, I would love to fly. Maybe that way I wouldn't have to wait in line so much. But you're right, super strength would come in handy too.
I suppose if we both had superpowers, it would make shopping a lot easier. I heard the craziest news. Did you know that a dog in our city won an award for being the best dressed pet? Can you believe it?
That's unbelievable. But it makes sense. Dogs are always better dressed than I am. So I'm at the store today, and this guy cuts in front of me.
What did you do?
I just stared, I had nothing to say.
How awful. So what did the guy get?
He got a tube of toothpaste, you know, the kind with the shaped end so it fits onto your brush.
That sounds pretty fancy.
Yeah, I could tell he was feeling pretty proud of himself.
That's too bad, he should have waited his turn.
So, I was in the bank today and I asked for some money.
And did you get it? What did they say? Did they laugh at your request? Did you get the money?
No, they said I wasn't eligible for a loan. So I asked if I could speak to the manager and he laughed and said no. Then I asked for a free toaster and he just stared at me.
Have you ever noticed how some things just never change? I mean, the same people doing the same things over and over again. It's like the same old jokes keep getting told. You'd think they'd come up with something new, don't you think? Like the same routine for lunch every day.
Yeah, it's like I'm stuck in some kind of Groundhog Day loop. I'm eating the same sandwich, sitting in the same spot, thinking the same thoughts.
Yeah, and you know what would really mix things up?
What? A surprise taco truck. That'd liven things up a bit.
Hey Larry, did you hear the latest news? Apparently, they're saying that the world is round.
That's unbelievable. How could something so crazy be true? So, did they have any proof?
Well, apparently they used a telescope.
A telescope? That doesn't seem like the most reliable of sources. So, how can they be sure it's true?
Well, I guess we'll just have to take their word for it.